So here I have a SIGGEN that's connected to my FieldFox. The external reference of my FieldFox is set up to be locked to the signal generator. I'm in spectrum analyzer mode. I'll set the center frequency to 100 meg, and we're going to go to zero span, and let's move it down a bit. And I also going to make the scale 1 dB. So if I put a marker on there, you can see it's about 0 dBm. I also want to add a marker that's a frequency counter marker. So it's measuring 100 megahertz. If I change this frequency within this res bandwidth of default of 3 megahertz, if I go to 100.001, that's a 1 kilohertz difference. It still is measuring the same power level, and it's got the frequency. I think I'm well within my res bandwidth. If I change this frequency to 100.01, it's still got that measurement. I think at some point I'm going to start getting close to the edge of my filter, and these will no longer be correct. 100.1, that's 100 kilohertz. Now let's try 101 meg. So now the power level dropped. So I think you were asking about like a kilohertz. I believe the question was about a kilohertz change in frequency. So if I go back to my 100 meg, in zero span, if I had a, let's say I had a narrower res bandwidth, a res bandwidth of 300 hertz. Now if I change my frequency by a kilohertz, 100.001, 001 megahertz. Let's see what happens here. See, now my power reading, it's off the screen. It's completely wrong. So it really depends on what your res bandwidth setting. But if it's a wide signal and you're mostly measuring the power, then you should be you're pretty close to picking up the peak.